Now, how many of you sitting here are from Telugu medium background? Your primary or secondary education has happened in Telugu medium or other than English medium? Oh, so many. All of you are like me only. So here, I am going to share in next 25 minutes, I am going to share how did I improve my English fluency. First time I had to speak in English, it was in my medical college first year MBBS. So when I went to medical college, except me, all my classmates, they were from English medium background. So for me, major challenge was not my subjects, anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, but major challenge was speaking fluently in English. So I apologize to all those who are into English training. I am not going to tell you about how to improve English. I am going to share my story. How did I improve my English fluency? How did I handle the challenge of not knowing English? When I realized this is my major challenge, I joined a spoken English course. But when I went to learn in spoken English course, they told me, first learn tenses, learn active voice, learn passive voice, learn subject verb agreement. I told them this is not my problem. I have distinction marks in English subject. My problem is I cannot speak. So they told no, first you have to learn basics. After 2 days I left that spoken English class because they were teaching me is RM, present continuous, past continuous and all those things which we have heard so many times since school days. So I told no, I will not listen or learn English this way. So what to do then? Because every day when I used to speak in my class, some of my friends used to laugh. Sometimes even if I spoke correct sentence, they will laugh because my pronunciation was not correct. And in our country, unfortunately, English is not just for expression. In our country, English is also for impression. People are still having that feeling that if somebody speaks in English, there is something great. I know many English teachers who cannot speak fluent English. They are excellent mechanics but poor drivers. Our approach to learn English, we have to correct. Our approach is mechanic centric. We all want to become mechanic of the language. That means we want to know how language functions. Okay, one more question. Honestly answer me. Do you know Telugu grammar better or English grammar better? Which grammar you know better? Rules. English grammar, is it not? All of you are telling you know English grammar better than Telugu grammar. But which language you speak more fluently, Telugu or English? So you are good driver of Telugu, good mechanic of English. Now this is a very simple prayer, but we will chant it in a different way. First, I will chant, and between each line when I stop, you have to clap 3 times. So it will be like Asatoma, clap, 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 Sadgamaya. Okay? So first I will chant and you have to clap. Okay? Asatoma, Sadgamaya, Tamasoma, Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma, Amritam Gamaya. Now all of you together. Asatoma. You have to chant. Asatoma. Sadgamaya. Tamasoma. Jyotirgamaya. With little more energy. Mrityorma. Amritam Gamaya. Now all together. Come on. Clap. Sadgamaya. Tamasoma, Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma, Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Please be seated. Now, how many of you sitting here are from Telugu medium background? Your primary or secondary education has happened in Telugu medium or other than English medium? Oh, so many. All of you are like me only. So here, I am going to share in next 25 minutes, I am going to share How did I improve my English fluency? I come from a small town in Rajasthan. I did my whole education in Hindi medium. First time I had to speak in English, it was in my medical college first year MBBS. So when I went to medical college, except me, all my classmates, they were from English medium background. So for me, major challenge was not my subjects anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, but major challenge was speaking fluently in English. Now my situation was like this. I could understand what people were saying. I could read English. I could write English. But I could not speak fluently. How many of you have similar challenge? So many, okay. So now, actually, I am not a English teacher or English trainer. Let me make it clear. So I apologize to all those who are into English training. I am not going to tell you about how to improve English. I am going to share my story. How did I improve my English fluency? How did I handle the challenge of not knowing English? Originally, I am into wellness training. I am a doctor. I train people on physical, mental, spiritual wellness. I take seminars on that. But this English thing has been asked me so many times. Maybe because of my background, maybe Gampa sir also might have thought that let him share about English rather than any other thing, because lot of excellent trainers have come here and they have given so many good strategies to you. So here we will just try to, am I audible? Can you hear me at the last? Yes or no? Good. So, another 20 minutes I am going to tell about how did I improve my English fluency. First thing what I did in my medical college is, when I realized this is my major challenge, I joined a spoken English course. But when I went to learn in spoken English course, they told me, first learn tenses, learn active voice, learn passive voice, learn subject verb agreement. I told them, this is not my problem. I have distinction marks in English subject. My problem is I cannot speak. So they told, no, first you have to learn basics. After 2 days, I left that spoken English class because they were teaching me is, are, am, present continuous, past continuous and all those things, which we have heard so many times since school days. So I told, no, I will not listen or learn English this way. So what to do then? Because every day when I used to speak in my class, some of my friends used to laugh. Sometimes even if I spoke correct sentence, they will laugh. Because my pronunciation was not correct. And in our country, unfortunately, English is not just for expression. In our country, English is also for impression. People are still having that feeling that if somebody speaks in English, there is something great. And because of that, many people used to laugh at my English. So I thought, now let me solve this problem myself. First question I asked to myself, how did you learn Hindi, your mother tongue? Did you learn Hindi because you went to school? No. All those people who do not go to school, they also speak their mother tongue. How old you were when you started speaking in your mother tongue? Answer is 3 to 4-year-old child can speak in his mother tongue, isn't it? Then my next question is English more difficult than Hindi or Telugu or any other language? The answer is no. It is not more difficult. It may be less scientific, but it is not more difficult. So then again my question was, whatever way I have learned my mother tongue, I will apply same rules and I will learn English language. So if you observe a child, how does a child learn mother tongue? By looking around. They observe how my father speaks, how my mother speaks, how my elder brother, sister, cousins, how everybody is speaking. They listen and copy. That is the mechanism of picking up a language by any child. So a child who is born in an English speaking country, he will learn English that way. We are born here in India, so we will learn our mother tongue that way. So I thought I will learn English same way now. It means I will look around, I will see how other people are speaking, and I will follow. Whatever they are speaking, I will notice and I will repeat. But then there is a big problem here. If we start speaking a language and you do not know proper language, then there will be some mistakes. Will be or not? When there will be a mistake, people might laugh at you. And when people laugh, what happens? Our ego gets hurt. How dare this person laughed at my English? Now this is very strange. We don't feel ashamed if somebody laughs at our mother tongue. We don't feel ashamed in making mistakes in Telugu or Hindi, but we feel ashamed in making mistakes in English. This is very strange. So I told to myself, if people laugh at my English, I will handle the situation same way when a 3-year or 4-year-old, when I was 3 or 4-year-old, I was handling the situation. So what do we do? As a 3-year-old, what do we do? Somebody is speaking, a 3-year-old child is speaking, trying to learn something, and you laugh at that child that he is not speaking well. What do we do? That child will also laugh, he will not care. He is least bothered that you are laughing at his language. So I thought I have to do the same thing. If people laugh at my English, let them laugh, no problem. There is nothing to feel inferior about it. I am not born in England, therefore I will not know English. What is a big deal in that? It's natural. Just like an English boy will not know Telugu, just like an English boy will not know Hindi. Similarly, we will not know English. There is no big deal in that. So I thought I have to make my skin thick. When people laugh, let them laugh. Because without speaking, I will not be able to learn. So what I did, my first step was speak in English everything for next 100 days. That was the step number 1. A resolution to speak only in English, to read only English books, to watch only English television, to do all the conversations only and only in English. That was my first step. Now what will happen if people laugh? I will tell them, okay, now that you have laughed, tell me where was the mistake and correct the mistake. First step over. Now second step. Okay, I want to ask you this question. Tell me, who knows about a car more? A car mechanic or a car driver? Who knows about the car more, how car functions? Who knows more, mechanic or driver? Mechanic knows more or not? Okay. Second question. Who can drive the car well, driver or mechanic? Driver can drive well because his work is driving. But mechanic knows about the car better than driver. Mechanic can break the car into its smallest pieces and again put it back. Driver cannot. Now, when I am telling about speaking fluent English, our goal is not to become mechanic of language, our goal is to become driver of language. By becoming mechanic, I will not become good driver. I know many English teachers who cannot speak fluent English. They are excellent mechanics, but poor drivers. Our approach to learn English, we have to correct. Our approach is mechanic-centric. We all want to become mechanic of the language. That means we want to know how language functions. Okay, one more question. Honestly answer me. Do you know Telugu grammar better or English grammar better? Which grammar you know better? Rules. English grammar, is it not? All of you are telling you know English grammar better than Telugu grammar. But which language you speak more fluently, Telugu or English? So you are good driver of Telugu, good mechanic of English. We have to change this. We have to change this. How do we change it? How you learn Telugu, same ways you have to apply in learning English. So for this, the method is simple. Don't bother about grammar. Now, I am not suggesting that grammar is not important. Please do not misunderstand. I am telling to become fluent in a language, the approach should not be grammar first and then speaking. The approach should be speak first, grammar will come. That should be the approach. Okay? And whatever I am giving you the tips, these tips are only for speaking, not for becoming a literary writer, not for becoming an English expert. These tips are going to make you fluent speaker of good English. That's it. Okay? So, the first rule I told you, next 100 days only English. That's what I followed. Second thing what I did is, stop learning words, start learning sentences. Come on, repeat behind me. Stop learning, start learning. That's the second thing. We don't learn anything by just learning vocabulary. A common mistake lot of us do is take one English newspaper editorial, write 10 words and remember 10 words every day. That will make you good mechanic, but not good driver. So what I have to do is simply note down the sentences which I need to use on my daily basis. Find out what are those sentences, what are those complete expressions I will need to express myself fluently. And learn the whole sentence. Don't learn only words. Because when you are thinking to speak something, you don't think like, oh, which word did I think? Did I learn today? Now let me make a sentence. That's not the way your mind thinks. Your mind simply wants to know how to speak. So learn the complete expressions, how somebody else is telling, how to ask a question in the class, how to reply, how to talk about a movie, how to talk about a game of cricket, how to appreciate someone, how to appreciate a speech, how to talk about weather, how to say a story. Simple thing. If you learn the sentences, you will slowly become comfortable in that language. Our first aim has to be becoming comfortable, becoming correct user of that language in the most basic expressions. Because one of the mistakes I have seen students do is, they try to learn very sophisticated words and phrases in one go. They try to use English to impress over expression. Our aim is to express first. And therefore, we have to first aim all those words, all those sentences which I need to speak during my day. What are the correct expressions in English? Just write down those sentences. There will not be more than 200 to 300 sentences you will need to manage your day with proper English. So we have to remember the sentences and not go by words. Third thing, what I did, I am sharing my experience, what I did. Third thing what I did is, I made a rule that I will learn 5 sentences every day. How many? 5, that's it, not much. 5 new correct sentences every day I will learn. Where from I will collect those sentences? I will look around me. Whoever speaks well, I will take the sentence from them. Now it could be from the television anchor, it could be from the professor in the college, it could be from a friend who speaks good English. So if he is speaking a good sentence, and if I think this sentence I can also use, there is a need for me to use this sentence, then that will enter in my notebook. Like that, I used to collect 5 sentences every day. And if I got more sentences, they will go for next day. Now here I want all of you to understand one important aspect. That speaking is a skill. And skill is developed only and only and only by practice. Just by knowing something, we do not become good in that skill. I know how to drive car, that's enough, but have you driven car? Do you have the exposure? Have you developed the reflexes? That will make you a good driver. Just knowledge of driving will not make you a good driver. Similarly, knowledge of correct sentences will not make me a good speaker. I have to make it my reflex. So my plan was, I will repeat these 5 sentences every day 5 times. And I am sharing, you can create your own strategy, but my strategy was, first revision, early morning after getting up. Go through the 5 sentences which you are going to use today consciously. Go through, just read those 5 sentences. Close your eyes and imagine where will you speak in advance. In advance, I used to plan, today when I go in bus, I have to praise this friend. Today when I go to canteen, this is how I will talk. Today when you are watching television, this is how I will talk. So 5 sentences are rehearsed in advance. That is first revision, morning after getting up. Second revision, when the breakfast is being served. So I used to stay in hostel, college hostel. When we go for the breakfast, there would be some time. You are sitting at the breakfast table and breakfast is being served. You will get 2 to 3 minutes, 4 minutes. That time, whoever used to sit beside me, I will tell that person that, see, I am going to speak 5 sentences. Please listen to it, and if there is any mistake, correct it. And I will speak, and they will correct. If it is wrong, they will correct. Otherwise, it will be a practice. Same thing I used to do before lunch. Same thing I used to do before dinner. And same thing I used to do before sleeping in the night. So 5 times revision of these 5 sentences. And every day I will try to use them. Then there used to be one weekly revision. So at the end of 7 days, how many sentences will be there? 35 sentences. So on 7th day, all the 35 sentences I will revise. And I will again try to use them. Okay? Next step, what I did is, see, what I am telling you is about year 2001, long back, 18 years back. Many of you were just born. Year 2001. So that time we did not have internet so popular. It was there, but we did not have internet access through mobile like what we have today. So I used to do one thing. Every evening during, every Sunday when we used to go college outing, I used to go cyber cafe and I used to visit one website called Voice of America. It is a news portal like BBC London. And there used to be one English learning section. I used to record the half-an-hour news which the anchor would speak in slow pace, in American accent. I would record it in my Walkman and I will listen that same news for 1 week, every day once. Something will enter inside my mind. One more thing I used to do is every morning and every evening, All India Radio News in Hindi and English they come. Between 8 to 8:15 and 8:15 to 8:30, Hindi and English. Similarly, 8:45 in the night to 9 and then 9 to 9:15, Hindi and English. Now understand, news anchors are some of the best people to pick up your pronunciation from because their qualification requires to be, they should be fluent and they should be perfect in the language in which they are speaking the news, in which they are reading the news. So if you pick up sentences from news anchors, you can be sure that their pronunciation is authentic. So I used to carefully listen those news anchors every day. Now it helped me in 2 ways. Number one, of course, I heard a lot of good correct English, but second benefit is my exposure to current affairs increased. I knew now about more subjects. When you have better exposure to current affairs, you can become part of any discussion. So if a group of people are talking about politics, you can go and become part of that because you know little bit about politics. Some other group of people are talking about sports, you can become part of that. Some other group is talking about, let's say, share market, you can become part of that. Because you know little everything, you give yourself chance to communicate more, to become part of discussion of any group. The more exposure you give to yourself to speak, the better you become. So it helped me tremendously to become good and good by simply listening these news, radio news. So these were the few things I did. You know how long it took for me to become comfortable with English? It took only 3 weeks. Now it may not take 3 weeks for all because we are all at different level. From that level of my English where I was completely uncomfortable, I became comfortable in 3 weeks. My friends started acknowledging, they started telling me, Vivek, your English has become very fluent. And when somebody encourages you, you feel even more inspired to do it faster. And then, of course, I kept on learning, kept on learning. English speaking was not a challenge after a month of joining my MBBS. Today, majority of my sessions happens in English. Majority of my audience are executives, highly educated people. 3 days back, I was in Mumbai. There were 23 principal scientists I was addressing. The point I want to highlight is, today I am comfortable in speaking English using simple methods. I have not used any extraordinary method. I have just applied the same